Hey everybody, how's it going? Extreme Trends here, and welcome to the top 7 funniest student pranks on teachers. For the most part, school is pretty boring, especially when it's time to get to class and start learning. Well, some of the students noticed that and decided it was time to make the class laugh by pulling a prank on their teachers and record it for everyone to see. And let me tell you, all of these are absolutely hilarious. So coming in at number 7, we have the pregnancy prank. At the Klein College in Michigan, there is a rule that if your phone rings while you're in class, you have to answer the phone and put it on speaker for the rest of the class to hear. Well, obviously, a lot of students weren't pleased about this rule, so they decided to pull an April Fool's prank on their teacher. I'm not going to spoil the entire thing because this video is just too good and actually went absolutely viral on the internet when one of the students recorded it and posted it on Facebook. Essentially what happened is that the students thought of a way to get revenge on their teacher by staging up a fake prank call that is from the pregnancy center. So halfway through the class, one of the students' phones rings, and obviously because of the rule, she has to answer it, put it on speakerphone, and let the whole class hear. Well, unbeknownst to the teacher, this would be one of the most embarrassing times of his life because obviously the teacher wasn't expecting the student's phone call to be something about so private, so he ended up getting pretty embarrassed. And let me tell you, the reaction at the end of the video is absolutely hilarious. Just watch this.
Yes.
Okay, you might want to. I want to publicly apologize.
That's okay.
I'm very sorry.
I've been expecting this, and
Okay.
I already know what I'm going to name the baby. The first name will be April, and the middle name will be Fool.
Number 6, fake professor. In September of 2013, it was the first day of class at the University of Rochester. Because it was the first day of class, obviously all of the students, including the teachers, are new to each other. So one of the students thought it would be a perfect opportunity to pull a prank on not only all of the students, but including the teacher. Essentially what one of the students did is that he got his older friend named Pat to act as the freshman's chemistry professor for the class. This has got to be one of my favorite pranks of all time because when Pat gets to the classroom, he tells all of the students to put away their laptop and tells them to do really stupid things. The thing that makes this prank even better is that a few minutes into the prank, the real professor actually walks into the classroom and everybody is so confused. Obviously, everyone then realized it was all a student prank played on the teacher, and then Pat quickly ran out of the classroom.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Steiner, and I'll be your professor for Chemistry 131. This is one of my biggest pet peeves, laptops and cell phones. I don't like them in class. I think they're distracting to the learning process. I think you'll probably be on Facebook the whole time. So if you have a laptop, please put it away. Don't take it out the rest of the semester. Don't take your cell phones out. I don't want to hear them ring or anything like that. So silence them. This is your one chance to do it. In the future, if I see you with a laptop or a cell phone, I'll bring it up to class, I'll take your ID and write your name down, and there may be repercussions on your grade. Okay, so let's get started with a little chemistry. Who the hell are you? Who are you?
He had the hairline down, right? Okay, so that guy is not Dr. H. I'm Dr. H. Dr. H only because it's easier than...
Number 5, chalkboard troll. In this classroom, one of the students wanted to pull a prank on his teacher, and the way he did that is by drawing an inappropriate image on one of the chalkboards. When everybody was sat down in class and ready to learn, the teacher pulled down the chalkboard to start teaching something, but that only revealed the hidden prank that the student played on him. Everybody in the classroom were crying their eyes out because the teacher didn't even know what they were laughing at, and he was just so confused about the whole thing. It was only a few seconds until the teacher realized that he just got played on by the students, but regardless, it was still an absolutely hilarious prank.
Cuando yo voy a hacer un estudio de mercado, prueba ya. ¿Quién ha sido gracioso? ¿Quién ha sido gracioso? ¿Quién ha sido gracioso?
Number 4, hidden speaker. In this school, one of the students really didn't like science. That was his worst subject and he just couldn't get his head around it. Every day when this kid went to school to go to science class, not only did he not understand any of it, but he was also absolutely bored. Well, to spice things up a bit, this kid pulled a prank on his science teacher to make the whole class laugh. What this kid did is that he got a wireless Bluetooth speaker and hid it under the teacher's desk. When the class began and the science teacher started teaching, the student connected the Bluetooth speaker to his laptop and started playing really random music. Now, this kid was the only person in on the prank, so not only was the teacher really confused on why the music was playing and he was really embarrassed about it, but also all of the students were really confused on why the teacher was playing the music. I don't think this teacher was very tech savvy because it took him a few minutes to realize what was going on. The entire time, this teacher thought his speakers was playing the dubstep music, but in fact, it was just a hidden speaker under his desk. Just take a look at this.
How come my music went on?
Did you write it?
I hit pause. How did that happen?
I'm kind of scared.
This should not be happening.
I don't know.
Y'all are doing something, huh?
Yeah, some training in the military.
Who is it?
One question for you. What are
Number 3, fake rat. On the 24th of May 2016, these group of lads thought they would play a prank on their substitute teacher in thinking that there was a rat on the loose. Halfway through the class, one of the kids in the group screamed that there was a rat on the loose and everybody went absolutely wild, including the teachers. I assume a lot of these students, including the teachers, weren't very fond of rats because they were jumping on the tables, jumping on their chairs, trying to not touch the floor. It's a pretty quick and simple prank that I think in a lot of cases it wouldn't work, but considering this was a substitute teacher, it worked absolutely perfect.
Oh, so right!
Number 2, Scary Maze. If you've been on the internet as old as I am, then you've probably heard of something called the Scary Maze game. If you've played this game before and know what I'm talking about, then let me know in the comment section down below. I want to know how many people have actually played this game before. But anyway, for the people that don't know, essentially what it is if you go to playscarymazegame.net, you will be presented with 3 mazes that get increasingly difficult. It seems like a pretty simple and harmless game. However, when you complete the 3rd level, you get a very shocking and unpleasant surprise. It's a great website to go on if you want to prank your friends, your teacher, your family, anybody who you want to prank, because more than likely they don't know about this website. So now you know about the game, this is how this school prank played out. One of the students at SHS challenged their teacher to complete the 3rd level on this maze game. He said that this game is absolutely possible. Only 1% of players can get past level 3, and if you do, then you're a genius. Obviously, the teacher wanting to show off his skills, he accepted the challenge and started playing the game. Now, if you're playing this game with a mouse, it is actually pretty difficult to complete, especially at the end of level 3. But the teacher that was getting pranked by the student was playing it on a digital whiteboard, so it was a lot easier for him to complete it. Because of this, the teacher whizzed past level 1, level 2, and obviously at the end of level 3, he got a shock of his lifetime. The student didn't just play it on one teacher, he got several teachers to play this game at different times, time, so we've got a wonderful amount of awesome reactions.
For no reason, he freaked out.
You gotta make it level 5 to get the prize for the cake for Jerry.
Dude, that'd be so good. Personalities. Oh. Told you, shouldn't let me do it. I wasn't happy.
And finally, coming in at number 1, taking the number 1 spot, is the senior prank. For the most part, pranks are pretty harmless. They're small, but yet effective. However, with this prank, I really do feel sorry for the teacher. In 2012, a bunch of seniors got to their school early enough so that they can prepare for a prank. They got a bunch of silly string confetti and yarn and put it everywhere all over the school's halls. When one of the teachers came into the school, he wasn't very pleased on what he saw. Apparently, this prank was approved by the principal, so it wasn't some students going wild and wrecking the place. This was actually planned and approved by the principal. Regardless, I can't blame the teacher on reacting the way he did, because if I was in his situation, I would probably react the exact same way. Just think about it. If you were the teacher coming into school early and then all of a sudden you see that the hall's absolutely trashed, I think you would be pretty pissed, because I know I would. Obviously, like I said, this was just a harmless prank, but it was still a very good one. Anyway, here is a quick clip from that prank.
Whoever did it, cleared off the doors. I don't find humor in it. It's destructive. It's either toothpaste or shaving cream all over the doors. YOLO! Oh, are you serious? No, you will not redo the hallway. I have to make multiple trips down to the office. I'm not dealing with this crap. Go somewhere else.
So that has been the top 7 students who pulled pranks on their teachers. If you did enjoy the video or found it interesting, then why not go check out one of my other videos by clicking a video on screen now. Before you do that though, as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you do not miss a single upload. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll speak to you in the next video.